Greetings and welcome to Anno 1800. I'm KatherineOfSky. Huge thank you goes to my good friend Caledorn for giving me one of his friend invite codes to play this game for you guys today. Oh my god, I have been playing. I started off playing just, okay, let's test it out. Let's get familiar with the game so I can play it for everyone on YouTube. And I couldn't stop playing. This game is epic. It is down to earth. It is all the things that we have been waiting for in an Anno game. I've been playing this series since the very first iteration, and even though this is just the beta, this is just like, oh my god, so exciting. It's good. It's good. I'll let you see though for yourself. But I will not contain my excitement at all the cool stuff. So let's go ahead and start a brand new game. And we're going to say, you know what, let's do more guidance because it's going to help us illustrate what we need to do for our colony. So we'll start off with that. Say continue. All right, and they want to give us a portrait of this guy who looks sort of ish like, I don't know, semi-like Mark Twain, but I'm going to choose to be this fair lady because she has beautiful red hair with curls. Perfect combo, I say. Let's continue. There's also a variety of logos that we can choose. And oh, have they mixed them up? They have. How nice. No, they haven't. Actually, I was looking at the lighthouse, but actually last time I chose a ship because I love ships. They have trains too. But we're going to choose ships. I like yellow. It's a nice bright color to see. Say continue. All right, and we're going to change our name. I tried to put in my proper Norwegian translation of KatherineOfSky, but it doesn't fit. So we're just going to be Catherine. All right, this is where we can choose basic settings to start off with. We have normal, which is a larger amount of starting capital, and you can see the differences between the different difficulties. Since we're still in beta, I just kind of want to show you what's in the game already. We're limited to the first three levels of populous sort of groups or castes or whatever you want to call them. The beginning farmers, and then you have the two upgraded levels after those. So as such, I don't really want to get into really difficult settings because the beta period is very short and I just want to show you all there is to see. So we're going to start on normal settings. We can also look at the advanced settings here, which is kind of cool because what it's done is it's saved what I put in for my initial game. So it allows you to kind of look at the characters that you can go up against. There's pirates, traders, we have the world. You can choose a different seed here, whatever you want. Starting world size, large or medium or small, and it changes the difficulty slider as you can see at the top and anytime I click things. So you can customize things any way you want, really. So it's kind of a funky thing, and it gives a lot of options for customization here. Inactive upkeep, this is a fun thing. Even if you turn off buildings, you can make them cost money. So that's kind of really hardcore mode there. Yeah, and also there's such things as construction cost refunds. You can either have full, half, none, or have a fee to tear down your buildings. Building relocation, I've put it on because you can actually move buildings around if you misalign them. This game has a lot of lovely quality of life features that we've been missing forever and ever, like grid things, and this is another nice thing. Building relocation. We have let's see. Yeah, trading post restocks, how often traders refill their stock of goods, city incidents, quest frequency, all kinds of fun stuff. Starting harbors, we have full or standard or off. So we're just going to do a full harbor to begin with. Starting capital, we'll do large and flagship for a starting shift. We're going to turn the map off to kind of give us some room for exploration. And then, of course, you can always adjust the victory conditions right here. So let's start our game. All right, nice. Okay, so the first thing I should say is...
observer, my friend. When there is more than meets the eye, I will let you know.
Well, thank you very much. Okay, great. We have our friend. One thing that we cannot do in the beta is pause. You can only pause by pressing escape. I'm not a fan of this. I hope that pause gets added, but my graphics settings are set to high, and you can see how beautifully...
The people want
Greetings.
a place for supplies. Provide it.
You can see how beautifully detailed every single structure is. Look at all the people walking and rolling barrels. It is so lovely. I'm going to pause frequently and do this and look at the things that we see, because the details in this game are exquisite. They're just really, really lovely. Okay, so I want to turn my camera so that we're facing a direction that makes sense on our mini map here. So that up is up. Wow. Okay, so this is our starting island. We can see our the fertilities up here, and also the resources. They're on the left here. So we have potatoes, grain, grapes, and niter deposits. We also have clay, iron, coal, copper, limestone, and oil fields. We also have sand on the beaches, which is used for making glass later. At first I was like, where the heck is this sand stuff? Because before you had to get like these river deposits in Anno 2070 and such, but you don't have to do this. Look at this. We're hopping over these mountains. There are animals here. Look at these. There are buffalo here, or bison, I should say, maybe. And the flowers. It's so nice. It's absolutely beautiful. This game is so pretty. Oh, we have more animals here. Just different deer. There's a fox. Look right there. Oh, and they run. And they're birds too. I just thought I'd look at the animals before we completely destroy our landscape. Because we are in the 1800s and therefore are going to create industry. And there's been pollution added to the game, and there's been beautification added to the game. There's all kinds of cool stuff added to the game. All right, so we're getting advice from this lady in blue here. And we're going to need to build our city where it's a good place to build a city. We want to keep it away from polluting areas like coal mines, or iron deposits over here, and copper deposits, because mining creates a lot of pollution. So let's see what we can do. Which way is our grid aligned? It's aligned like this. Oh man, this is really not an ideal island for city building at all. I'm kind of tempted to... I mean, one of the things we could do is we could put the population center in the middle here, and then distribute the coal and stuff through the warehouses. Because the warehouses, as long as they're all connected, they can just magically ship goods from warehouse to warehouse. That's okay. Oil fields. I have not actually gotten to oil yet, so I'm not sure how they pollute. Though this area here is really a nice big area that we can build our market in, and maybe build houses off to the side. Let's use this area until we find a larger, maybe a different island to colonize. But we want to get started first, and so let's go ahead and do that. We're given menus here, and they are very similar to the old menus of how you start off with different the different levels of your people. So we need to build first probably a marketplace. So I want to do this wideways, I guess. Sideways, wideways. I'm trying to think. This is really not an ideal island. I'm like, no. I'm going to build it wide ways. We want our central corridor to be 6 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is just because a lot of the communal buildings are 6 wide. So I'm going to try to build pretty decent amount of area here. I want to connect this to our warehouse. That's another thing, is the warehouses cannot be in these kind of like isolated clumps anymore, which I'm quite glad of. I thought it was very strange to have these sort of space-like warehouses connected together, because it didn't really make sense to me. So we need to connect everything together. So when we build production or farms, we're going to have to come off with a road off to the side. Oh, here's a clay deposit. Great. Okay, so let's start by building some houses. And one of the cool things is you have slots for pins. This is great. So we have one thing pinned, which is a farmer residence. That's our basic residential building. Let's go ahead and build a row of these guys out here like that. I think that'll be enough. And then I'm going to skip a space between them, and that's for later when we have decorative things that we can put in. All right.
Built so far consumed wood.
Uh-huh.
We'll be needing more of it to continue.
Indeed, we will be needing more wood. So let's build our roads to connect the houses up to the market. And one of the interesting things that you can see with the overlay here is you can see the market and its distribution radius or diameter. You can see how it gets less green at the end of this road. So you don't want to build your houses way, way too far out. But also you want to have a decent grid system so that people can get from the market to the houses and all that kind of stuff. Because if you have, you know, your houses long ways along the side of the road, they're not going to be able to have efficient pathways to get there. Okay, so that's one important thing. We now have 44 workforce people employed in the workforce. So the next thing we want to do is start generating wood. And I'm just going to go ahead and put a road. Oh, where do we want to have wood? Is this a mine? Oh, it is a mine. Okay, what do we got here? Coal. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. We want to start making wood. And there is a really nice chart here that, pardon the music for going off. I have to access it because it got out of the forefront of my windows here on my second monitor. Okay, here we are back. And I will link it in the description of the below. I just Googled Anno 18 production ratios so we wouldn't overbuild stuff. I was kind of paying attention as I was doing stuff, but sometimes it's difficult to tell how much stuff you're getting from where. So anyway, one of the things we would really like to do is start off with wood production, and it is 1-to-1 with wood production buildings. So I'm going to go ahead and okay, we're gonna make 4 of these places because we really want lots and lots of wood production here. So we're gonna put this first wood building here, and then you can see how it overlaps with the next one. It's so good. Okay, we want them all to be at 100%. But we also want them to be a little bit out because we're going to build roads to each of these as well. So let's build a road.
A new milestone.
Aha, we're a village. Yay. Nice. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, and then, oh, we're going to need some more trees from somewhere. I don't quite know where. These are at, like I said, 1-to-1 ratio here. So we're going to have to find maybe something out here. I don't know. One maybe there. And one out here, I think. And let's get a road that makes sense here. This goes there. Maybe like there. It's okay. All right, timber needs to be stored in a warehouse. Okay.
Same say.
Let's just make this road-ish make sense here. But what we need to do is connect it with a warehouse. Let's put this here. Ooh, we can't build it yet. Ah, we need 10 wood altogether. But the cool thing is I placed a blueprint of the thing so that when we get 10 wood, and let's speed up the game a little bit here. Once we get 10 wood, we'll be able to upgrade this thing. Okay, we're gonna ignore this fire warning, but we're gonna do that in a second. Okay, they're trying to deliver stuff. They're like, yo, we need to deliver stuff. But they're like, where? No, cannot. I didn't connect this road yet. That's right. Okay, come on. Get us 10 wood, please, please. Hurry. Do it. We need the wood. We need the wood. But you can see them all walking back and forth with logs and stuff. It's really quite cool. Okay, we have 10 wood. By the way, I have rebound a lot of my keys, so the WASD moves around the map. And you can do that very easily. This is really cool. Even in the beta, you can change all your controls to different stuff, which is very nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and build this blueprint. Woohoo! But the nice thing is you can plan ahead with all this stuff. Oh no! All warehouses need to be connected to a trading post. After all, you can't sell your goods if you can't reach the trading post. I love this. I actually love that feature. I'm sure there's a lot of people that hate it. They're like, no, I want my disconnected warehouses back. But I'm happy that, because this actually makes sense. Okay, so, yep, thank you very much. Goods are shared. Now, we should build that fire station now before we forget. And we'll go ahead and do this. We'll put it maybe here. Okay, we're missing 4 wood, but let's plan for it. We'll put it right there.
Need somewhere to drown their sorrows.
Oh, we need places to drown our sorrows. Right. Okay, let's rotate this. Like I said, 6 wide. It's very, very handy. Okay, let's go ahead and put a road there, and we'll put this road that way, extend it a little bit wider. And, yeah, we're going to need more wood for this. Osthofen. It's very, it's like Cheeseville. I'm so entertained by the name of our village. I'm gonna leave it. Oh yes. All right. So, yeah, stuff is gonna happen now. Now, the beginning of the game is a little bit slow while we are waiting on wood to happen. What we need to do is make sure that we gotta build up our buildings. Okay, this is gonna cost us 10. There we go.
Like old times.
Okay, let's slow down the game a bit. Nice. But look how beautifully detailed it is. We have musicians playing. We've got a gazebo. We got people having fun.
My basket is flowing over.
Oh my god. And some of the comments people make are so just very, very down to earth and lovely. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is we need to build some fisheries because our people are hungry. They need to eat. They want fish. So let's see what we can do for them. Let's make like 2 fisheries. Requires free coastline. Please. Hello. No, not there? Okay, sure. We'll just... Seems to be having issues. Oh, because we're missing lumber. That's right. That would do it. Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Now then, our people need new clothes. First, you'll require a supply of wool from sheep farms. Yeah, Okay, so now we kind of want to start to move outward a little bit and choose our locations a little bit differently. We do not want to keep building in the village area here. So I'm going to start maybe by building along this area and maybe more farm goods over here as well. So let's go ahead and start with here. And this warehouse can be kind of one of our main warehouses for a bit. Let's go start here. We could potentially have residential areas coming off this side, but this will be our dividing line here. So clothing, sheep farms to framework knitters are a 1-to-1 ratio as well. So let's go ahead and, okay, these are square buildings, looks like it. Let's put these guys here. And the sheep farms are quite conveniently located. They are also square. And the fields are exactly the same as the buildings. So as in many other games, you just click on the building itself to build the fields, and it tells you how many you need. If you're new to an Anno game, yeah, all farm animals require enclosures. Click on the farm, then select the enclosure. They need to be close to the farm. Okay, so here we go. And that radius that you see, this is where the fields can be located. So you could put some across the road if you really wanted to as well. So, all right, so this should be a good initial production of clothing for our people. And where do we see this information? If you're new to an Anno game, it's broken down between needs and happiness. And in this particular installment of the game, it tells you what you get. So this is a critical item. Supply affects farmers. You get +2 farmers if you supply them, and +4 credits. And this is our money up here. Our balance is -286. So we need to build more and probably talk less, but it's fun to tell you about all the things. And there's also a happiness tab, which is kind of, I think, I haven't played the 2205 Anno, but I have played everyone before, and there was not such a thing as happiness tabs. But again, you have this broken down into the various benefits that you gain from these things. So we're going to need to make some schnapps for them next to give us, because right now they're suffering under -8 happiness from not having it, but we can improve it to a +8, a net gain of 16 if we do supply the item. So we are missing people, so let's go ahead and build some more houses. I do want to drag the warehouse onto the pin bar here. Let's go and make the residence again, and again we'll leave a space between, and I have roads on one of my hotkeys, so I probably could take it off the pin, but that's okay, it's fine there as well. But we need to build kind of as we get more lumber, but you'll see our farmer population or workforce rise as they start moving into those places. So here we are, we have these people delivering goods to the various knitting mills here. I don't know if they're going to the warehouse or the knitting mill. Now, one of the things that's really interesting about warehouses, they are limited. They have what are called loading ramps. Used to load and unload transporters, each ramp can only receive goods from one transporter at a time. So this icon indicates if they're being used or not. And as we get more and more businesses or buildings dependent upon that warehouse, we may start to see some lines and clogging at the warehouse where they can't deliver the materials very successfully. But one of the cool things is that each of the buildings has its own cart to go to the warehouse. And if you look at this, this is so cool. This shows the cart's last destination, which was to this knitting mill. Now this one went to that knitting mill, which is kind of nice. So you can see exactly where stuff is going. Again, there's a radius area of effect kind of thing in play. Like, okay, you can go this far, but it's not necessarily that efficient to go that far. So it's kind of neat that it shows this. But yeah, this is an efficient thing because it's taking wood from this warehouse, and then this warehouse over here is going to be delivering it to these sawmills. And maybe that's not the best idea, actually. Maybe we should, I don't know how many carts this has, but maybe we should move one of these or two of these even over here. You know what? Let's try the move feature. Let us go ahead and grab relocate. Oh, that's the hand. So you can grab the building itself and just put it here. Or you can delete it and get your money back. That's another option. So can I move it? Can I rotate this? Yeah, I can. Oh, yes. There we go. Boom. So now these guys can deliver directly to the sawmill instead of having the warehouses transport all of that stuff. Ah, yes, and there's a right-click menu, which honestly, I find it extremely annoying because sometimes when you right-click to clear your cursor, I accidentally, it doesn't right-click right away. And so I have to click it again, and then obviously it's I don't know if it's a delay or something or whatever happens. It just, anyway. I'm not a fan of the right-click thingy-majingy, but I guess it could be useful. I don't know, in some instances. All right. All right, our first workers. Let's do that. Once our farmers' needs are completely satisfied, we can promote them to become workers. Now, they aren't completely satisfied just yet. Their happiness level isn't satisfied, but all of their needs are satisfied. So therefore, they can be upgraded into higher level buildings, i.e. the workers. So you can press U and then either click one at a time. Okay, hello. Greetings, Age of Industrialization. You can click one at a time, or you can, and this is lovely. Oh. Okay. You can click and drag, which is kind of cool. I love that. It's extremely handy. Okay, so, and obviously the structures change completely into different style of houses or brick houses instead of these kind of wooden, almost shanty kind of things, or a little bit of, is that like, what do they call that? Stucco type thing. But these, you can see they have these really pretty sort of paved cobblestone drives and stuff. And the houses themselves are a little bit more decorative than the basic farmers' houses. So, oh, all the smoke from the chimneys. People, look, there's a guy carrying stuff in a box. Maybe he's selling things. Ladies with long skirts and hats on with a ribbon around the rim. Aw. Oh, and people driving a cart. Oh, that's the bakery truck. Oh, I wonder if they have bread. They probably do. I wonder where he's going to go. Can we buy some bread? Oh, there's nothing better that smells better than fresh baked bread. It's so nice. Wow. Does he live there? Or he just like delivered his entire cache of bread to this house? Content farmer. You know what? I bet. She's like, oh yeah, I got the whole truck worth of bread. Tasty nice. Anyway, let's get back to the game. The next material that we need is going to be bricks, and I want to set that up before we actually get to the schnapps, which will make our farmers quite happy. And as well, we need it for the workers, make them happy. So they split their happiness between what do they need? Oh, they need beer. Beer instead of, or in addition to schnapps. So that will unlock later once we get a higher population of workers here. So, and basically this shows us how many people we have in excess, i.e. underemployment or overemployment, something like that, or how many we are lacking for employment, I should say. That's a better way of putting it. Anyway, clay, kind of important. Really important. Oh yeah, before we get to the clay, I just completely forgotten about our ship. Where's our ship? Hello? Aha!
New orders?
All right, it's the starfish. All right, starfish, you go over here. Oh, look. The animations are glorious. It's so pretty. Oh my god, it's pretty. Yes. All those sails in the wind. It's so nice. Okay, so, well, that's fine. Okay, go away, thing. Thank you very much. Okay, now, let's get our clay made into bricks. That's important. Go to the workers menu, which is easily accessible here. No more flipping through all this tedious bit on the side. This is so much easier. And you can change it by building sorting. Materials, city, consumables, harbor, and culture. See, this is great. This is lovely. Oh, I'm so excited about I told you, this is the Anno that we've been waiting for, and it's lovely. Okay, so bricks. Clay pit first. Now, one clay pit can supply... Where are the bricks? The bricks. 2 brickworks. Okay, clay will be processed into bricks at a brick factory. Aha. So she's going to tell us very shortly that it will supply 2 brick factories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is this square? Yes, it is. Well, that's inconvenient. Well, it's actually okay if we do this way. Let's just delete this roadway here. And I'm going to use the eyedropper tool to do that. Get my road out again. Road tool. There we go. Nice. All right, so these folks working at the clay pit, look at them all shoveling so well. This guy's like, yeah, I'm the big man around town here. I'm just going to walk down into this pit, and I have my clipboard full of instructions, and I am going to supervise. Yeah, look.
Watch your fingers, lads.
As if on cue. So funny. Oh, that was good. Okay, so they're going to deliver to these various brickworks here. Brick factories, they're called. And so these guys are going to work here and start making bricks. And bricks is one of the key core building materials. So we're going to see it right at the top here. And yeah, it's going to be good. But I have to say that brick making... you should have several brick factories. There's no reason not to have several because it's a slow process to make bricks. So it's nice if you can have a couple of these factories going on, or maybe 5, I don't know, several. Let's get ourselves a warehouse as well. Let me clear this. Hello? Okay. Interesting. Warehouse. Boom. Good. Good. There's another clay pit there. There's one here that I want to tap for sure. So that's going to give us... It's going to give us a severe shortage of workers. Yep, we have minus 180 workers right now. So we need to upgrade some of our farmers' houses real quick. So let's press U, and then we'll upgrade this group.
A new milestone.
Yay, we're a port town. Awesome. Ooh. Great. Okay. That is very cool. So we now have new buildings unlocked. Now we're going to have to build things like, well, all of these bits and pieces. We have bread coming up, sails, small harbor, sausages, trade union. There's our bricks. We can also build paved streets, which increase the movement speed of the carts and stuff as they're going along. So if that becomes important to us, we might want to do that. At the moment... if these places are full, and these guys also have to deliver to this warehouse, so we may think about upgrading this guy here. So this is showing us that 2 carts are waiting right now. They can't unload, but we need 20 planks of wood and 20 bricks and $2,500 to upgrade all of this. So we have to kind of wait for that. That's why I wanted to start making bricks first, because they do take a long time. Now I would like to make our people a little bit happier and give them some schnapps. So we should do that. Let's upgrade a few more houses. There we go. Kind of get the balance of workers a little bit better. We have now 0 wood again, so can't build any more houses. But we're just going to try to build a little bit of the alcohol here. So alcohol, again, it's a 1-to-1, 1 potato farm to 1 schnapps distillery. So I think what I'll do is, no, the potato farms work quite differently than animal farms. Animal farms have these pens, but farms are a little bit different. I'll show you those in just a second. Okay, so we want to do, let's do a couple of distilleries, 2 of these, and then we'll do our farms along this side here. So here's 1 farm. Okay, and then
crushing youth in the jaws of their machines,
whoa,
trading on us like goods, makes my bloody blood boil.
Wow. Right. Sorry. Okay, guy. Thanks. Anyway, potato fields. These are built on tiles, so we need 72 tiles worth of fields. So we want to build this probably... Actually, like this would be okay. Wouldn't be too bad. Let's just build as many as we need. 69 of 72. Okay. And then maybe 1 more here. And then we'll have another potato farm here. And basically I'm moving it here just so that it's really close to the warehouse and also to the building here. Okay. Let's go ahead and build these fields because this can connect right here quite easily. And then we can just build the rest maybe down that way like that. So we even have room possibly for 1 more farm here. But that should do us for a while. Oh my goodness, look at the detail. Look at the rain hitting the roofs. Oh, wow, all these poor people. All the backbreaking work. Now, the thing with the roads, you actually need bricks to build the roads. So we can't afford them right now, but this is a well-traveled thoroughfare here. This is massive. So this is something we definitely need to think about upgrading in the future. Insufficient workforce. Yeah, we need to build more regular houses. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's just go to this level, I think, of stuff. It's kind of cool. When you don't have materials, it automatically places a blueprint for you. You can also turn on blueprint mode here if you just want to do planning by itself. And it will place all these ghosts for you instead of actually placing the buildings. So that can be handy, depending on your proclivities, of course. Let's go ahead and speed up the game just a little bit. Ah, the newspaper. Now this is another new feature.
Was a riot at a mill. I got to the picket line only to take a stone to the head. When I came to, everyone and my story had vanished.
Aw. Oh dear. Okay, so here we have the Anno Chronicles, and these things kind of affect our populace in different ways. Godless place. With no church in Cheesetown, gossip grows elsewhere that the town is the cauldron of devil worship. Of course, nothing could be further from the truth. While there is no church, we shall continue to be branded with the hoof. Yeah, this is rough. So basically, our people are going to consider this more important by 5%. New company takes root. We're going to have happiness plus 5%. Catherine settles first island. Hopes abound that this seed will germinate into a great leafy tree, boughs heavy with golden fruit. In this historic edition, we profile company pioneer and enjoy the positivity. Who knows if we shall see its like again. And this one, -5 happiness. No, we're in the red. That's unfortunate. So what we can do is edit the newspaper and say, aha, let's do consumption tax propaganda and increase our tax income. Now it's going to cost us some influence. And the one thing that I haven't been able to see on this particular page is Do we have a place where we can actually see our influence? I know we can see it from the main screen, but I don't think we can see it from here. But I don't want this bad news to get out. So let's raise our tax income. We'll go ahead and publish this and be done. Now, here we have our total influence up here. But I don't know if there's a way to see that on the newspaper page. I've kind of looked for it, but okay, we're hearing about the brick processing time, which we have already taken care of. Thank you very much, lady. It's fine. All right, so let's upgrade this. And let us add... Are we missing anything else? We're starting to get... Okay, alright. It's okay. You don't have to meow so much. It's fine. We're getting some schnapps happening from happiness side of the world, and we're getting basic needs met for all of these people. Go ahead and just build some more. Again, leaving one space for gardens or something afterward. Okay. I guess I could connect these guys like this.
A fire broke out.
Oh no, a fire! Oh dear. Oh, there's the fire brigade. You can see the engine. It's a steam thing. You can see it's like has a little thing of steam. Oh my god, there's the buildings on fire. Oh no. Oh no. Can they save it? Let's see. There's a fire on the loose. It's rough. You run out, get the hoses. Yes, save the building. Save the house. Alright. Alright, good job, good job. Can you get the next one? That one looks like it's almost out. Are there any other buildings on fire? No, just those two. Alright, come on, go to the next house. I don't know, I think there's a way to also manually deploy them. Yes. You have one of 3 additional units, and the cooldown is 2 minutes. So you can have another unit going out to deal with the fire if you click this mobilize button. I was pretty sure that they'd be able to deal with it on their own. So they did. All right, and on that exciting note, we have a nice colony going on here. I'm really happy with this. Oh my gosh, look at, yeah, loading delay. We're gonna have to fix this next time. But in the meantime, I hope you have been enjoying this initial episode. I'm gonna play as many episodes as I can until the beta ends, and hopefully after that, play the full game. So anyway, thank you so very much for joining me. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you next time.